Student, today we will discuss about the topic pedagogical analysis. In this topic, we will discuss about the definition of pedagogical analysis, its needs, as well as its four components of pedagogical analysis. Student, in this topic, examiner can be asked two type of the question, short answer type or the essay type. In the short answer type question, examiner can be asked the definition of pedagogical analysis, definition of the content analysis, or differentiate between the pedagogical analysis and the content analysis. And the essay type question, what do you mean by pedagogical analysis? What are its elements, needs, steps of pedagogical analysis? As we know, pedagogical analysis, it is a combination of the two words. One is the pedagogical and second is the analysis. We all know analysis is the process of breaking or separating the thing into the smaller parts. And the pedagogical, the word pedagogy is derived from the Greek word pedagogo, in which pedia means child and agog means lead. Literal meaning is to lead the child or to guide the child. So students, pedagogical analysis is related to the methodology or the process of instruction. Very important point, that is, it focuses on the teaching aspects instead of the learning aspect. So the pedagogical analysis is to make teaching learning process more scientific, effective, as well as the impressive. Now we can easily conclude the definition of the pedagogical analysis. Pedagogical analysis is analysis of a given content material in any subject or any topic carried out well in the spirit of science of teaching is known by the term pedagogical analysis. Pedagogy is the science and the art of the education. So students, we have now till now understand about the meaning of the pedagogical analysis. Now we will discuss about its benefits for the teacher. It is very beneficial for the teacher. It helps the teacher to motivate students, also to adopt learner-centered instruction, to make the instructional program more systematic, and helps the teacher to design a plan of action to immediate feedback, diagnosis, and the remediation. It also helps the teacher to implement proper evaluation process. Now students, we will discuss about the benefits of the pedagogical analysis for the student. It helps the students to improve the quality of learning. Student can improve their quality of learning. Also, students become more receptive and can be developed high order cognitive skills among the students. Till now we have discussed about the definition of the pedagogical analysis and the benefit for the teacher as well as the students. Now we will discuss its components in detail. As in this diagram we can easily see that there are the four components, four essential pillars of this pedagogical analysis. One is the content analysis, and second is the instructional objectives, and third is the learning experience and chosen methods or the devices, and fourth one is the evaluation devices. Let us discuss one by one these steps in detail. Next step, student, which is the first step in the pedagogical analysis, is the content analysis. Content means submatter of any subject, and analysis we have already discussed. That means analysis is the breaking down the complex unit into the smaller sub units. So students, in this step teacher break the content material which he has to taught in his class into the smaller part, major or the minor, subsection or the section, unit or the subunit. For this, teacher must have the deep knowledge of the maxims of the teaching and the thorough knowledge of the maxim of the teaching. So students, I hope you have cleared about the content analysis. Now second step, which is the very important step, and it is also known as the end product of the teaching learning process. After the content analysis, teacher has to formulate the instructional objective into the behavioral outcomes. Means we all know that learning means the change of the behavior, and behavior can be of any domain, or the cognitive domain, psychomotor domain, or the affective domain. For this step, or before formulating the instructional objectives, teacher must have the deeply knowledge of the different approaches of the behavioral objective, detail Bloom's taxonomy of teaching learning objective. Teacher should also have the deep knowledge of the psychological and the educational principles of the teaching learning process. After this step, very important step is the selection of teaching methods or the material. After taking the decision about what to teach, means content analysis step, and why to teach, formulating these steps, teacher has to take the decision which type of suitable teaching method or the material he has to use to make his teaching learning process very effective. He can use teaching methods, there are many teaching methods. Depend upon the nature of the content, teacher has to take the decision about the suitable teaching. Teacher must have the thorough knowledge about the different types of the audio visual aids, and we all know that there are many types of the aids, or nowadays technology is also playing very important role in our teaching learning process, and e-content can also act as a very important audio visual aids to make the teaching of the teacher very effective. So teacher must have the thorough knowledge and the up-to-date knowledge of the teaching methods as well as the material. Now next step, which is the last step, is the selection of evaluation devices. It is very important. In this step, teacher determines how properly he is teaching, whether the teaching is effective or not, whether the set teaching objective have been achieved or not. Teacher can use testing devices, as we all know that there are different types of the testing devices, either oral form, written form, or the practical. A teacher can ask the questions also for evaluating the outcomes of the teaching learning procedure. And evaluation, also we know that two types of the aspects. One is the recapitulation and second is the homework. Recapitulation is always done immediate the completion of the teaching, and after the recapitulation, teacher has to give the homework to the students, and teacher should keep in mind while giving the homework to the students, homework should be very interested, should not be bored, or should not be too lengthy, and teacher should evaluate the homework very frequently to make his teaching learning process. So students, we have till now discussed in detail about the definition of pedagogical analysis, its benefits, as well as its four components. If you have any problem You can contact on these two numbers, or you can send your queries on this number. Thanks students, very thanks.